What's up? It's Tuesday. We're live to do another mock draft. Hopefully you're in it. If you're not, well, don't know what to tell you. These things are filling up quickly. You need to get hold on. If you didn't make it into the draft, you need to get on our list so that you get the emails every Sunday morning when we create the drafts and send out the links, because they're filling fast. People are starting to get excited with free agency again. If you didn't make it into people are starting to get a little excited about football again. Well, they're not super excited yet. Still, I guess, baseball. What's up, Bill? What's up, Roberto?
Hey, Chris.
What's up, Nick?
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
That's good.
Little bit of an upsetting day. I know you're not a baseball guy, but my team is hampered with injuries right now, and it's still preseason.
Talking about the Rangers or your fantasy team?
The Rangers.
Oh, I didn't know players got hurt in baseball.
It happens all the time. I mean, it's not, typically they're not, it's not like a serious, injury like in football, but it happens all the time.
Well, the thing about baseball is baseball doesn't really start mattering until like after the All-Star break.
Yeah, typically, yeah.
Roberto, here's how you get on the email list. Let's see. Like, I remember because I'm from Southern California. So if I had a baseball team, I mean, I was actually sorry. So Roberto, I just put the link in the chat so you can get on the list so you can start joining these drafts. I was actually at Game 7 of the World Series when they beat the Giants. And
when the Angels beat the Giants, wow.
Yeah. But I remember there was a year, I don't remember the year, but it was maybe like 5 or 6 years before that, where it was August and they had like a 12-game lead in the division and they blew it and they went into a 1-game wild card playoff against the Mariners and they lost. They didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, the Rangers did that one time, I remember. Although it wasn't for the division, it was for a wild card spot, but
they blew a big lead.
Yeah, because it was 2013. They led the division for most of the year and then blew it. And then it looked like, okay, well, maybe if we don't win the division, we'll at least get a wild card spot. Nope. Or at least we were in a playoff to get the last wild card spot and we didn't get it.
What's up, boys?
What's up, Bill? How you doing?
I'm good, boy. Long day. How you guys doing?
Good. Ready to draft.
Gonna do some crazy stuff tonight from the draft spot.
Okay.
I gotta start jacking up some people's ADPs here. It's crazy what's going on this site. It's crazy.
We gonna see Josh Jacobs at 2 or what?
Maybe not there. Just telling you,
Kelsey at 2.
Gotta start doing every draft. People are sheep, man. You're supposed to mock draft to see value. You're not supposed to mock draft to win it. You got all these 15-year-olds in these drafts, 17-year-old kids.
I don't even know if we have any 15-year-olds.
No, I'm saying in these other sleeper drafts I'm in, not this one. This one's good. But you're in other drafts with other people from other discords, and their children. They're trying to win a draft, win a mock draft.
Hey,
outrageous, man.
Got to win something.
Yeah, you got to. I guess if you're a 15-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid, and this is where you get your friends. I guess you got to win something. It's unreal, bro. Tired of it.
Well, I
And I
want to
can't wait
see.
1 month for the draft. Yeah.
I know. I can't wait. I want to see. I want to see you do the Giants. I want to see you go Saquon, Galladay, Daniel Jones in your first 3 picks. That's what I want to see.
Why are you trying to blow up my spot right there? Come on.
I mean, at least that makes like a little sense. Saquon at
But,
2.
but you know me, so you know what I wanted to do. I already
Do the
I
Chief
live here.
stack.
I live here, so I know what Saquon's doing in his training. I'm not kidding you. Saquon should be and absolutely will be in the top 3.
Yes.
Should be like last time in the top 2, and I'm tired of hearing it.
No, I agree. He's my most drafted player in my best ball league so far.
And he should be.
I keep getting them, I keep getting them at like 4 or 5, sometimes
Oh,
even
that's
6.
a steal.
I agree. I'm like, okay, I got it. It's like Zeke. I keep getting Zeke at like 9, 10, 11. I'm like, I got to take Zeke here. I can't not take Zeke here.
You get Galladay. You have incredible position players. Who at 11, they can get, if they don't go defense, which they probably should, but if they go offense again at 11, a wide receiver could drop to them. Pitts might drop to them. You don't know what's going to happen.
Okay, it's the Giants, so you're right. They could, but what would they do with Evan Ingram if they drafted Pitts?
Oh, I don't know, man. Kyle Rudolph today, guys, almost failed his physical who they signed, so I don't know what's going on there. But I would use. I don't think they will because of the contract to Ingram, but if they did, they'd use him outside and use him inside. And Ingram's hurt 3-4 games a year. I don't think he's. Is it a wasted draft pick because you already have a guy at the position? Possibly. Maybe you go wide receiver. If one of those Alabama wide receivers drops, do you take them at 11? Sure, right? That's value.
Yeah, it's
Can you
value,
imagine?
but,
Could you imagine Slayton, Galladay, Shepard, and one of those dudes?
But I mean, what you okay, like you just got to run 4 wide receiver sets with Saquon
can
in
you
the back?
imagine the depth? And they do need offensive line. That's the most important thing they need to do. But that kid Sewell is not going to drop to 11, and then you can't take one at 11. So you'd rather wait until the second round. The rookie who they had last year, Joe Thomas, he's got to improve, but they get an opportunity to do something with Saquon back as a weapon. They can spread anyone out in the league. So I'm saying, do they draft offense there? If they do, it could be game on if they get a wide receiver there. Now, defensively they need a lot of help. So
actually, I'm impressed with what they've done in free agency in that defense.
Me too.
I think that defense is going to be right there with Washington.
Not yet. Maybe another year.
Yeah.
The kid that they just got from the Texans, the Jackson kid, he's a pretty good player, cornerback.
Yeah, he's good.
I like what they've done. I like the coaching. So I'm not surprised if Waddle drops to 11. Do you have to take him? Of course you do, right?
I don't know. I mean,
if
you still have Daniel Jones in a terrible offensive line.
I don't know if you can draft an offensive lineman at 11 though. After that kid Sewell, right? There's a big drop off. You can wait to the second round.
Yeah, I think probably the move there would be to trade back. Get some desperate team, trade back, take offensive lineman later in the first round or in the second.
Okay, that sounds good. Yep, I agree.
But it's the Giants and it's David Gettleman. You never know.
Oh, you never know with him.
All right, I think we're ready. I think everybody's here.
Oh, everybody's here. I didn't even see it yet. My bad.
Pierre just hopped on. All right, guys, we're gonna kick it off. Everybody's giving me the green light that they're here. Let me make sure the clock's set to 60 seconds. Okay.
Not 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, not 10 minutes. All right, here we go. What's up, Pierre?
Hey, trying to get it figured out here.
All right. We are underway. Don't worry, you're not until pick 4.
I never remember where I am. I'm trying to pick a different slot every draft, so I never remember what I got.
I'm taking your player, Pierre, right now. So I'm building up ADP where he's going to be in August.
At 2.
There you go, baby. That's what you want to see.
I don't mind it.
And he could be the number 1 overall at the end of the year if things fall right for him.
I mean, last year there were
That's
people who
cool.
thought he would be the number one, so
He's got potential to do it. I don't want to hear that he doesn't.
he definitely has the potential to do it.
Yep.
I feel like him, Cook, and McCaffrey have the potential to do it.
All right. I won't take Henry too often, but I think in number 4 I will.
Yeah, I gave myself 7 in this one. 7 to me is like a tough spot.
JT is starting to drop.
JT's not a first rounder.
Really?
Why did we love JT so much? Because he tore up bad defenses and because Marlon Mack was going to be gone. It was just going to be him and Naheem Hines. I'm not saying like JT second rounder. I'm okay with that.
Wow. I like that hot take. I love it.
I just don't know if he's going to get like we wanted JT as a top 5 guy because we were looking at 20 plus touches.
Mm-hmm.
Sergeant Francis says Quan, assuming Saquon coming back with a vengeance. I agree, coming back with a vengeance. And I think I think that team with that defense and with the Daniel Jones, I think they're going to use Saquon to kind of mask Daniel Jones a little bit and just rely on that defense and him. So
They have to.
yeah. So I do think Saquon's going to be a beast.
And I think the NFC East overall is going to be a better division this year.
Definitely. I mean, it almost has to be. All right. So apparently Addie's not on. Hopefully he gets on here quick.
So I think the
Someone-
NFC East is going to have 2 playoff teams this year.
I really thought I was going to get Zeke here, but I guess I'll have to be happy taking Kamara at 7.
What?
Can't say he's not a top 10 player and then take him number 7. You just can't. You can't.
Hey,
do that.
that's with Taysom Hill. We don't know.
Well, Jameis is the starter, right?
We don't know. I don't even think Sean Payton knows yet.
No.
And I could see it being one of those things where they announce Jameis as a starter, and then 3 or 4 games in, if he's struggling, they're like, okay, Taysom Hill's starting this week. Like I could see it being one of those situations. Oh, Aaron Jones at 8.
Yikes.
Aggressive. There's Taylor.
That's Taylor. Wow, is this going to be, other than the one auto pick, are we going to have an all running back first round?
Could be.
No.
We're going to see a lot of that.
Well, we got Nick at the turn.
Nick's going to pull my stack.
Oh,
He's gonna
man.
go at the end.
Damn it. He took Kelsey from me.
Oh, you were going to do stack, baby. You're going to go the Chief stack.
Going to go to Kelsey Hill.
Kelsey Hill Mahomes.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can.
man.
You can at the turn for sure.
You'll see that this year. You're going to see someone do it this year.
All right. What do I do? All right.
You still got yeah, there you go. Chubb. Chubb falls to 12. That's smash. Smash it now.
Mhm.
That's really 2 good picks there, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, because going in, at the 12, because it's my first time in these drafts taking 12, I figured, well, for my liking, I really got 3 options. And that's either go running back Kelsey, running back wide receiver, running back. And, I was debating between Hill and Eckler, but I'm really high on Eckler this year. I think he's going to have a huge comeback.
Well, he will, but I don't know. This is where I talked about it a couple weeks ago with you guys. I think he has incredible talent, but Chris argued with me if he catches 80 balls, unbelievable. Yeah,
I think he will.
I don't
And
see a lot of touchdown upside. I don't see for him that much.
Yeah, he's not going to be a 10 touchdown guy. More than if he is going to be a 10 touchdown guy, he's going to be a top 5.
Receiving.
He's going to be a top
absolutely.
5 PPR guy.
Oh.
But he's probably not. But I think especially with the improvements they've made on that offensive line and free agency, that whole offense, I'm loving the Chargers offense.
Another thing, Nick, is if you wait on your RB2 there, by the time it comes back to you, I mean, you're looking at maybe Chris Carson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So
Exactly.
it's kind of a big drop off.
Can I say this after years of saying this, and you guys, if this is 3 wide receivers, even if it's not 3 wide receivers, I'm tired of the narrative that you need a second RB to win your league. You do not need a second RB to win your league. You don't.
Preach, Bill. Preach.
It's not that I'm a 0 RB either, because I just took a running back. And I would take one in the first round if there's value. But I'm telling you, this bullshit RB, you need a second RB to win your league. I can't wait till I'm done with my projections off of what I'm doing when these rookies land. I cannot wait to show you how wrong of a narrative that is with the way that the PPR is now with receivers. Second RB does not win you a league.
No.
It just doesn't. It's a safety play for casuals who don't know how to draft, and that's the bottom line. Not you, Nick. You did that was great at value. I'm not saying there, but in general, you don't need it to win.
Right.
You,
Okay, so I'm not going to pick a running back here. I'm going to go.
Ethan, what are you asking? You say no Dalvin Cook. What are you asking? He went third. I'm not sure what your question is, Ethan, on the live. Hey, I'm happy with Kamara Diggs. I keep getting Diggs in the second round. I'm just going to keep taking that.
I think too, probably a lot of times what I'll do is wait. Like some of these drafts I've been doing is wait, and I'll take one of the rookies, my second running back later. Thing is, we don't really know. Like it's just a crapshoot right now. But once you have a good feel for where they are at, I'd rather take a chance on a guy earning a job later in the season than.
Well, the thing is, you draft one of those rookies now, and if they go to a good landing spot in NFL draft, like right now, you get them in the 10th round or whatever, 9th round. They go to a good landing spot. Now they're a 5th rounder, a 4th rounder, a 3rd rounder.
Yeah.
So you've gotten them like this at amazing value.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Well, I say I'm doing some best ball drafts, not nearly the extent as you, but yeah, we're loading up on those teams now. So the thing you do it now, you get the good value because you look ahead.
Dimitri says, really didn't know what running back to grab after Eckler and Chubb went right before me. I probably would have grabbed a wide receiver personally.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill's still on the board. That's pretty good.
Yeah, once Eckler's gone, to me, it's like a big drop after Eckler as far as running backs go. Like I like James Robinson, but there's risk.
Now it changes my plans when I see this value fall to me here. Wow.
3 running back start there.
Yeah, and no disrespect, but my feelings on Mixon, and I'm a Raiders fan. And
well, what about Jacobs? Longwang, they signed Kenyon Drake for like $11 million, right?
And a Raiders fan my whole life. That's going to destroy his value. But this guy's sitting here, and I don't usually do this, but this is where you have to draft value now. I have to do this over the running back. I'm going to do it.
Oh,
nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
I was gonna go Swift or Sanders, but Swift is good value there. Excellent value there, but
and there he is.
Much.
I had 3 guys queued up. It was Thomas, Jefferson, and Swift. I'm glad now Jamal Williams is there. Now I don't have to worry about taking Swift in round 2. He'll fall apart around 3 most places.
Do you guys see the value of these top 4 or 5 number 1 RB1s is like 1.5 type of guys because of the position drop off, and that you can wait for the second one with these top 4 or 5 running backs. So you can wait for your second. You can wait for your second one.
Yeah, it's usually my strategy. So if I get one of the, I guess, quote unquote elite
wide receivers,
running backs with my first pick.
Off top, yeah.
Then I feel like I can wait a little bit. I can wait on my RB2, and I'd rather just load up on elite wide receivers, or like an elite tight end like Darren Waller if I'm in a 1 tight end league. And then circle back around and grab a bunch of kind of dart throw guys. Because if you're starting to look at the RB2 landscape, it's starting to come together. You got Melvin Gordon's value's gone way up. Myles Gaskin's value is starting to go up. Ronald Jones' values looks better. Mike Davis looks like he could be a potential RB2. You even got like guys like Chris Carson, who people, went back to the Seahawks. And people look, we're at the end of the 3rd. He still hasn't been picked. So I feel like the RB2 kind of range. Even Kenyon Drake, I kind of really like Kenyon Drake as an RB2. I think he's going to get at least as many touches as Josh Jacobs. And I could see Gruden giving Drake more touches at some points during the season.
Look, and nobody hated Drake more than Chris last year. He was on Drake all year, even when he was hurt and then he came back and then they were giving him the ball like 22 times a game, and he was like, forget it. It's just volume dependent. He's not going to do anything. And so, he means it when he says he's on Drake. It's for a reason.
It's because I don't hate Kenyon Drake. I just hated the fact that Kenyon Drake was going in the second round. I thought that was ridiculous. Right. But now he's going in like the 9th round, 8th round. And I don't think John Gruden brought Kenyon Drake in to get 5 to 8 touches. No. I think. What do you think, Bill? You're a Raiders fan. What do you think his plan is with Kenyon Drake?
The plan is, from what I've read and all the guys I've known for years and years in the Raiders forums, is that Gruden wants to run a complete spread, where you even see Kenyon Drake out as a wide receiver with Jacobs in the backfield. You'll see him exclusively on third downs. There's no question about that. I could see him scoring 6 to 7 touchdowns this year easily. And, he could probably rush for 500, 600 yards. Jacobs usually gets dinged up a couple games a year. I think in this offense, for him, with our offensive line, but I don't know how it is now because of what we traded away. I think Drake can be a viable flex play for sure. Maybe creep into RB2 status if he gets, I'd say, 12 touches a game. If that too many, I don't know. Do you think he gets 12 touches a game? He might.
I think he could definitely get 12 touches a game. I don't. At this point, we have to accept that whether it's Josh Jacobs' fault or not, Gruden and the Raiders don't see Josh Jacobs as a workhorse every down running back. So
no, he's getting too dinged up.
Yeah.
I don't love Kenyon Drake either as a player. I don't think he's more talented than Josh Jacobs by any stretch of the imagination. He's not more talented. But he's there for insurance purposes. And he's going to spread out the offense this year. It's going to be wild. This belief in Carr, we should have dropped off a Carr. He doesn't pass the eye test, bro.
Ron, you sniped me with CeeDee Lamb. I thought I was going to get him.
There you go.
Nice pick. Okay, we're going to have to start. I'm going to have to start changing Addy's picks because he's going.
You can't have four wide receivers. It's going to ruin
Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to pause the draft.
All right.
I'm just going to give whoever the top running back by ADP is. So he's going to get Etienne.
No.
Is that who you wanted?
Yeah.
I'll
give it to him.
Kenyon Drake, yeah.
I'll give him Kenyon Drake. Give him Kenyon Drake.
He might have put like all the wide receivers in his queue, like that one guy did with running backs a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he might have. That's the thing, because the queue on here, like if you go in and you do the queue for running backs first or wide receivers first, those guys are at the top. Even it's not sorted by ADP.
Mm-hmm.
So if he went in and queued up all his wide receivers and then queued up all his running backs, all his wide receivers would be at the top. So he could. You're right.
Speaking of the queue, is it possible to save your queue and use it in later drafts, or do you have to manually redo it every time?
You know what? I've wondered that too. I think you have to manually redo it. It sucks.
Yeah.
I think the queue, but I swear in Sleeper, I think if you star, you can put a little star next to the player. I think it keeps so that carries over. So I've seen it where I go in a new draft and then I see the same stars. I'm like, that was from a rookie draft or something. And it's so I think that might carry.
That'd be nice.
I'm not sure.
I'll try that out.
Not the thing to queue, but at least if you have, your guys you want to target, you can hit some, star them. Bill, we know who you're getting, right? You got your guy.
Yeah, I'm
there
sorry.
you go. You better take him after that.
Yeah, no worries.
Team looking nice.
Yeah.
What's up, Young Money?
Doesn't take him.
We got a new thoughts on. So,
do you remember when I commented on your YouTube video and I said I'll smoke you fools?
Yep.
See what happened was all your emails were going to my spam folder, or I would have been joined. I was like, I'm not getting any emails, and I checked my spam folder, and there they were.
Yeah, you guys, if you guys are on the email list to come in here and try to smoke us in these mock drafts and you're not getting them, check your spam. So P. Morley asked thoughts on Chase Edmonds. What do we think? Do we think Chase Edmonds? Do we think
he's
Chase
gonna be
Edmonds
good.
will actually be the guy?
Unless
Sorry
they
to do
draft
this to
somebody.
you.
They're gonna
I know
draft
you want
somebody.
this guy, Chris. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, I like him, but it's okay.
My God, my receivers are ridiculous.
Yeah, you have good receivers.
I don't need, see, this is what I'm trying to tell you, everybody. I don't need Etienne to hit. I just need him to be average with that team.
Look, you get one of those early picks. I'm telling you, the draft is so easy. Like you can start with a guy like Saquon or Dalvin Cook or McCaffrey, and then still get like Jefferson, Metcalf, Ridley, Deontay Johnson, AJ Brown. Like
Receivers.
I've been lucky to have a lot of best ball drafts from the early spots, and it's a lot of fun. Although I gotta say, Nick's done a great job from the turn, in my opinion. There with
Nick, you have, man.
Eckler,
I'm
McLaurin,
happy.
and Evans. That's pretty good.
Well, I was there last week with you guys, Nick, and Chubb didn't fall to me. If he did, I would have taken him.
Yeah, that's pretty good value for Chubb.
I think the worst spot to pick is like the late mid picks, because like the late picks, I mean, yeah, you're not going to get an elite running back, and so it puts it a little bit of a disadvantage. But then you get that second round come around.
This Texas Tech.
Whereas in the late mid, you get an either. So like 7 to 10, 7 to 9, that's kind of the worst range in my opinion.
For sure. For sure.
Oh shoot, it's my pick.
It's your pick. Let's go, Young Money.
Right, my bad. I'm trying to make dinner, I gotta eat.
Multitasking over there. Nice.
Yeah. Wow, this is crazy.
Who might probably be Roberto, or who might probably be the closest to bust from the top 10 offensive
running backs?
Rookie players?
Oh, from last year?
No, I think he's asking about this year. Like,
oh, who will be the biggest bust?
I mean, we probably would, okay, good.
I don't know landing spots yet, but
yeah, it'll really depend on where these guys
this year's
end up.
rookies, incoming rookies.
Yeah.
How do you say if Najee or Travis Etienne or Javante or the receivers? I could see Devonta Smith. I read a whole article on him last night. Devonta Smith is like barely 170 pounds.
I know.
He doesn't have elite.
He's got the heart of a champion.
Oh, no doubt. I will never. The dude is a baller, no doubt. He doesn't have elite separation skills. Yeah, he'll play his ass off. There is no question. He's a great route runner, but he could just be, like a third wide receiver on a team. He doesn't have to, even when he's drafted, in the top 10, which he will be.
Yeah, you just never know.
I think that's the risk. That he's basically, sorry, Bill, but like another Henry Ruggs, he's got the speed
no, I know. No, you should have. If you were at my, we were listening to me during the draft last year, I was going crazy with all my Raider guys. I'm like, we need to take CD right now. Take him right now. He's a bigger, better receiver. He can play slot and outside, and Ruggs can't do that. So, shame. It's a shame. It would have turned the entire offense around. We would have made the playoffs.
But your defense, though.
Oh, it's terrible, bro. Terrible.
Yeah.
Did a couple good things on defense this offseason. So this is it for Carr. If he doesn't do it this year, man, this is it.
Hey, Washington will take him.
I know they will. I know.
We'll take him off your hands for
Young Money. You like the Skins? That's your squad?
Yeah, that's my squad. We're not the Skins. We're the team.
We're the football team now. The football.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The Fitz Magic, though. You and Chris, man, you guys love it.
Heck yeah, it's gonna be.
I
If
don't
nothing
love
else,
it. I like
nothing else
it.
can be fun.
McLaurin got the bump up though with that for sure.
Definitely.
Oh, for sure. Because nobody else was throwing downfield.
Agree with you, man.
No. But everybody else is like dumping the ball off to JD McKissick 10 times a game.
Yes, that's why he had like 100 targets.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. The fact that they made it to the playoffs and almost beat the Bucks is ridiculous. It's like insane.
If they would have beat the Bucks, they were going all the way. I'm taking that to the grave. But I'm
You
hearing
put up
they're
more of a fight than
still.
the Chiefs.
Hey,
They did.
I mean, they were missing some guys. Mahomes was still spectacular.
Oh, Mahomes made some ridiculous plays.
Some of the throws he was making were just unimaginable. I can't even understand how he even thought that was a good idea, and it was right on the money.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But
See, that shows you the importance of that offensive line in New York.
yeah,
Especially with that's with Patrick Mahomes. Now we're talking about Daniel Jones with no offensive line. That's not a good situation.
and overrated weapons. Kenny Galladay's overrated. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I agree. 100%. I agree.
I
Yeah,
never thought
I think
he's not
Stafford
even
made
top
Kenny
10.
Galladay.
Yeah, Stafford definitely locks in on his number one a lot. He did that with Calvin. He did it with Kenny. He did it with Marvin Jones. He does it with everybody.
Yeah, I think. All right, you guys are gonna let me get Melvin Gordon as my RB2 at the 6'6". I'm gonna take that.
That's great value. I had him queued up.
Oh, yeah, my fault.
With Lindsay.
Just a
with Lindsay gone,
boring, safe 15 points, 12, 13, 14, 15 points a week. That's all I need. Give me 3 20-point games a year when you score a touchdown.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's good. I had him queued up.
I was wondering. I thought somebody might have taken him because he wasn't coming up at first.
I don't know
But
why
I think people
nobody's
are
on Robbie
really
Anderson
sleep
this
on
year. He
him.
was
Yeah,
great
they're
last
so
year.
sleep on him. So sleep.
Seriously, he was great last year, and now Curtis Samuel's gone. It's like,
Facts. And DJ Moore has injury problems as well.
yeah, and it's either going to be Teddy B again, which is fine, or they're going to make a quarterback upgrade. So either way, the quarterback situation is going to be fine too.
And I'm praying for C-Mac, but if he gets hurt again, then they're only going to throw more.
No, I think Robbie Anderson's going way undervalued in drafts right now. Who'll be
Yeah,
Stafford's
6th
number
round.
one? That's the million. That's a good question.
Yeah, that is a really good question.
Woods or Cup?
Could be the
I'm
tight
going
end. Don't
Cup.
laugh. Don't laugh. Could be the tight end.
Tyler Higbee?
No, I mean he might get. I'm just joking, but he might get massive target share this year.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
maybe.
think they're all Cup, Woods. I think they're both just fine.
I mean, even Deshaun Jackson's going to get targets.
If he can stay on the field.
Yeah, if he can play more than 4 games.
Yeah.
Even Cam Akers, I'm really high on Cam Akers this year.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a
who's really going
monster.
to benefit.
Because Sean McVay says he thinks he's a 3-down back. That's exactly what I want to hear. I don't need to see any of the other guys.
Well, he showed. Well, look, in the playoffs, when the games matter more than any other games, it was all Cam Akers. So, like that's all you need right there, right? When the most important games, he's getting all the run. It's like, okay, he's the guy.
I really think Antonio Gibson could do that as well. I just don't think they'll ever give him that workload.
Yeah. I don't think so either. I like
But I
that
think
Tyler
he
Boyd
has the
pick,
talent.
Bill. That's a good
Yep.
pick, Tyler
I was just going to
Boyd.
say AJ Green is gone, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if he came back. He was trash last year.
Yeah, Tyler Boyd just puts up solid fantasy games every single week, and like nobody wants Tyler Boyd for some reason. They're like,
Yeah,
nah.
he's probably the most not talked about above average receiver in the league.
Yeah, it's like people are like, no.
But receiver's so deep nowadays. There's like 25 guys that can be a true number one in fantasy. Well, I don't know about 25, but at least like 15.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Deshaun or Dak?
Oh, Dak.
Deshaun might go. Deshaun might go to jail. You have no idea.
Don't even take the risk with when
Yeah,
Dak's on the board. Don't take the risk with Deshaun. Like Dak's more than capable to be top 5 quarterback.
Man, I love that team. This team is unreal.
Yeah, I'm telling you draft from that 1, 2, 3 spot. It's just easy.
Yeah, it's a huge advantage. No, you
Roberto.
can't touch Deshaun. I don't even know. I wonder how far he'll fall, but you can't touch him
Okay,
right now.
I did just take
No
him
way.
at pick 90 in my last best ball draft in the 9th round. Or whatever. Well, I don't know. It was in
Best
the 9th
ball.
round.
I mean, yeah, it's worth a shot, but still.
I mean, Deshaun Watson in the 9th round in best ball. I'm like, I'm going to take a chance on that.
I mean, that late's okay, but I wouldn't. Until this whole situation is resolved one way or the other, I wouldn't take a chance.
I mean, his ADP in best ball is like 60.
Mm.
So he was still sitting there at 90, and I'm like, okay, I'll take him. So Roberto asks, okay, this is another $1 million question. Who will be Lawrence's number one guy? He says Chenault, DJ, or another sleeper. What about Marvin Jones? So who will be Trevor Lawrence's number one? That's going to be a big question to answer.
So I'm hearing how Shark is taking a hit in value because of Chenault's emergence and because, Marvin Jones isn't spectacular, but Marvin Jones is a damn good NFL wide receiver.
Yeah, he is.
He's a good possession man. He's not great for fantasy except for a couple blow-up games, but the target share for Shark is now dropped. So
Shark is gone. He's in Baltimore.
No,
What?
that's
what?
No, that was a rumor, I think, but they squashed it.
yeah.
Really?
Don't tell me
he's still
DJ
there.
Shark.
Unless it just happened in like the last hour.
No, this was a couple of days ago that I
Yeah,
saw.
no, he's still there.
Oh yeah, he is. I don't know where I heard that. Then maybe it was like one of those fake accounts. I have no idea.
Yeah, like
I think Lawrence will spread the wealth. You can see the back at a lot more targets too. He's going to run a lot, so I think Shark goes down. I think he can get more touchdown upside. His receptions will go down. Chenault's emerging, and Marvin Jones is there, so they've got a pretty good wide receiving core for him.
Oh no,
And they still might draft one too.
Trevor Lawrence is coming into a great situation.
So is Urban Meyer, by the way.
Yeah, well, yeah. Why do you think he took the job? He didn't. That wasn't an accident. He wouldn't have taken that job if that was a 1-win roster.
Yeah, I agree.
He looked at that roster. He saw that they had the number 1 pick. They were going to get Trevor Lawrence. And he's like, okay, we're at least, this is at least an 8-win team right here.
Oh yeah.
I got another $1 million question. Who's going to be the Patriots tight end one? Is it going to be Hunter Henry or is it going to be Jonnu Smith?
Oh God, that's just for me. That's just a stay away. That's just a complete stay away.
Yeah, I don't really care. Can't draft either.
Yeah, it's just.
That's how I feel with Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake now.
Well, see, I like Drake. Well, we went like the 5th round of this draft because we made the guy take him. But like in the best ball drafts, I get him as like my RB3, RB4.
Which is no problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if Jacobs ever goes down and he's been known to do that, yeah.
But the thing about best ball is I don't have to worry about like, do I start Kenyon Drake this week? I don't have to worry about that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But their offensive line, they did just give up like 4 of their offensive line.
I know you have one of the best O lines in the NFL.
I don't know what they're doing.
You guys need to stop. Make me feel it.
Yeah, Bill's gonna start crying. Bill's gonna start crying on air.
Stop, bro.
I just don't understand it.
Gruden is
Gruden only has 5 more years left on his contract.
Oh jeez.
Gruden is Chucky, dude. He's
got
Chucky.
6.
Get him out, man.
6 years left. Oh dang.
Yeah, 10 years, 100 mil. He's been there 4 years.
Buy him out, please. Buy him out.
Oh, you want to give him like 50 mil just straight up?
No, I'm just talking shit. I just don't want him there anymore.
Who would you replace?
I'd rather see the younger coordinator come up. Someone, in the mold of the young guys who've been coming up. This guy, the game has passed him by. Gruden worked hard, but he's still thinking he's coaching. He hasn't adapted to his quarterback's best traits. He drafted a burner. No reason to do that.
Yeah, I don't think their drafts have been very good in the past couple of years, especially in the first round.
Yep.
I hate to pile on.
No, it's all good. And we still almost made the playoffs, so I just think we tweaked a couple things, got a couple good defensive players.
Yeah, you guys seem to be the Chiefs' kryptonite.
Yeah, that's just because we get up for that game, man. We really get up.
All right, we got another question about Indy. Pittman, Campbell, Pascal, I guess Hilton if they bring him back. who's going to be the guy. You know, I really like Paris Campbell because, I mean, I like Pittman too, but I like Paris Campbell because Carson Wentz really targets that slot receiver.
Yeah, and he had trouble throwing it down the field last time. You know, I don't know how much the Pittman connection is going to work. So yeah, I'd trust, if anybody, I'd trust Campbell too.
Yeah, I think, but Campbell's got to stay healthy. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think that's kind of an avoid situation too, though, for now. They're bringing Ertz in. That would be nice. Get a tight end. Jack Doyle discount.
Yeah, if they bring Ertz in, he's got that connection with Wentz, obviously.
There any new news on Ertz, or is it still kind of a stalemate? Like, do we know where he might be going, or?
I haven't heard anything really.
No, nothing new, but he won't be with Philly. That's for sure. So.
All right, Mr. Super Team, where are you going here?
I like this guy this late. It's nice. I'll take him.
All right.
Someone took your Noah Fant. I know you're not happy about that.
That's okay. It's okay. I settled for Curtis Samuel.
No, you already had Waller, so you're good.
Yeah, I already had Waller. So.
Oh, you took Waller. I'm sorry. I didn't see that, my man. Sorry.
Yeah, Fant's my if I don't draft one of the big three, then Fant's the guy I look at.
I might have to snag Gerald Everett or something.
Okay, Everett's gonna be good in Seattle.
Nice
sure.
pick. I was thinking he might go to Buffalo, and that's why I was on him. But Seattle's just as good, so that's a good spot.
Who's the tight end for the Chargers now? It's some old dude, right?
No, they brought Jared Cook in.
Oh yeah. He's old.
He is old.
I'm hoping he's not going to be their starter.
It's either him or Parham or Farham, however you pronounce it.
I'm hoping. I mean,
Gainwell, nice pick.
Thank you. I really think Pierre, I know we were talking about it, guys. The top three guys we're talking about, top three running back rookies. I think this guy has a shot. I really do.
Oh, he definitely does.
Yeah, but you didn't take your boy Chuba.
I'm waiting till 11 or 12.
Unless I take him at 10.
Not unless you guys
Hey,
take
you
him
may not be
now.
there.
Well, thanks for blowing me up, Pierre. Thanks, buddy.
That's the thing. That's the thing. When you draft together every week, you know who everybody likes. You're like,
He knows.
You're like, if I don't take him now,
Wait.
Bill's gonna take him, or Nick's gonna take him, or Pierre's gonna take him. So I better take him now.
Yeah,
I'll wait.
we got to see. Man, a team. You're right, man. 1, 2, or 3. You got to be blind not to draft well.
You just can't fall, in my opinion, when you have those early picks. You can't fall in the temptation. Like you start with Saquon at 2 or Cook or McCaffrey or whatever you start. You can't fall in that temptation of taking one of those like lower end RBs at the end of the second round over those stud wide receivers. If you do, like, that's what I think kills the early pick.
Yep.
You gotta be willing to say, like, nope, I don't need one of these guys yet. Okay, this is a guy I think is going a little undervalued right now. I probably should have taken him over Davis. Maybe not over Davis, but I think Connor could still end up.
We just don't know where he's going to go.
I don't know. I think he's going to end up like maybe the Jets, which I think is okay for him. I mean, he's not going to be like an RB1, but I think he can be
So are you guys lower on DeAndre Swift now that they have Jamal Williams?
I mean,
I know Chris is. I know Chris doesn't like him.
Yeah, I don't like him as much anymore. Not even a little bit.
Roberto says there's some breaking news. What? Deshaun Watson has been released?
What?
I said that later.
Oh, no.
I saw that earlier on a Twitter thing. It was bullshit.
No.
Unless it's true now.
That's got to be cap.
That can't be right because he'd be.
No, it's not.
I think you got some fake news there, Roberto.
Well, or he misinterpreted something because there's an article that says QB's attorney releases statement. So I can maybe see how someone sees the word release and jumps to it. But
Release a statement.
I was about to say that their dead cap hit's going to be so high.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like a $50 million cap hit. He's making 39 and a half.
I'll bet they're wishing they traded him right now, though.
Right, we'll take him in Washington. We'll take him.
I still think they'll get 2 firsts for him, not maybe 3 or 4 now.
Oh yeah, I'd give up 2.
They could have got 3 or 4 a month or 2
like
ago.
2 weeks ago. Yeah. I think Washington's waiting for Sam Darnold, honestly.
And then I'm hearing Corey Davis open up his damn mouth. Oh, I can see Sam Darnold as a starter this year. Bro, you just got to the team. Keep quiet, man.
What did he say?
Corey
He
Davis
said he
said
went to the
today,
Jets because of Sam Darnold. He thinks
He
he's
said
going to be the starter.
he says,
Oh.
I can see him as a starter. Yeah. I've seen him play for 3 years. He's one of the worst quarterback prospects I've ever seen.
Really?
Dude, I don't
think he's
care
got
about
some-
Gase. He's got arm talent, no doubt. He doesn't have,
I think he's got
he
untapped
can't read
potential.
defenses yet. Oh, no, he does, but I don't think he can read defenses yet.
Yeah,
you know, you should
Anyone
see
that
the
says
intercept.
they literally saw ghosts, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Dude, the interceptions that he threw, if we just played a montage of that, they are some of the worst I've ever seen. And in the situations too, they were just. And a great kid. What a wonderful, nice kid, man.
Yeah, he needs to get out of New York.
Yep,
you guys
you're
are gonna
right.
force me to take a tight end.
You take them because they're all gone now.
Oh wait, no,
You
I
gonna
got
take your
Darren.
guy?
I got Darren Waller. I forgot. See, I'm not used to taking this early tight end. I forgot. I got Darren Waller. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Nice. I'm good. See, that's the nice thing about taking those early tight ends. Although I do like Irv Smith. Like everybody else, everybody likes Irv Smith.
Irv Smith, yeah, I think everyone is on that train now.
Yeah. Oh, there goes your boy Chuba.
Yeah, of course. Pierre,
Mhm.
thank you.
I should have taken him, or I thought I could get him on the way back, just ahead of you, but I guess not. Oh well. Plan B. Duke Johnson.
There you go.
Will 2 running backs
I
go
like
in the
that
first
pick.
round of? Will 2 running backs go in the first round of the NFL draft, or just one, or none?
I think one or none.
Yeah, one.
Okay.
Probably one.
I think Travis Etienne will be a hell of a second round pick, though.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys see Rondale Moore's pro day? He was going
Oh
crazy.
my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Hmm.
He's something, boy.
I don't know.
But only 5'7". That seems so small.
Was it
Let's
what
go.
was it 5'7"?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how tall he is.
That's how tall he is.
No, no, it had to be more than that, right?
His vertical's 42 and a half,
Crazy.
though.
Yeah, 40.
Yeah,
40.
I think he's going to be a guy. Like I could see him going to a team that just looks at him. I could see like a team saying, "Okay, he's going to be a great like special teams like punt returner, kick returner guy," and that's all he is. But I could also see a team saying like, "Nah, screw it. Let's take him. Let's make him our guy." So. Who am I going to stack? You know who I'm going to stack? Let's see. I can't stack him. I can't stack him. I could stack him or him. You know what I'm going to do. You guys know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I know. Every week. Same thing. Oh man, AJ Green still got a lot left in the tank, mirror and stuff.
Yeah, it's nothing in the tanks.
He could catch 60 balls though, opposite of D-Hop though. I'm telling you, man.
Unless
They
they
got a lot
draft
of
Pitts.
mouths to feed. They got him, Christian Kirk, D-Hop, Larry.
Is Larry coming back?
Yeah, Larry's going to catch 50 balls.
But if they draft Kyle Pitts,
Then he might not. But
Oh,
do you
that's
think he's
good.
going to
That's a
last
good pick, too.
to
That's another
whatever
good pick.
pick they have?
One of those 3. See, that's why you do that. This is why you can play that game with Saquon as your number 1, because one of Travis, Etienne, Gainwell, or Carter, just by numbers, is bound to hit. So, and that's all
Yeah.
you need is one of them to hit. You don't need one on your bench. I already have my flex taken care of. This is why I can't stand the RB truthers on the planet. Look, you can do it when you need to, but like, stop. 3 of my first 4 have to be RBs. Okay, sure.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. Only thing is, after the draft, wherever they go, all these rookies, their ADP is going to jump up at least a round or 2.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why it's
Absolutely.
good. That's why it's good to take him now. That's why I draft a lot of the rookies in best ball right now with my later picks, like the wide receivers, the running backs, because after the draft, some of these guys are going to shoot up 3, 4, 5 rounds. It's like Mike Davis.
You got him. You got him here.
I've got him a few spots now.
Where'd he go? Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Yeah.
They'll probably draft somebody too, but not, first couple of rounds.
Not at 4. Yeah, not at 4 for sure.
Somebody, but one of these late guys that could compete, like a Kylan Hill or somebody,
And it's not like we haven't seen it from Mike Davis. We just saw it last year.
Oh, he was super good last year.
Yeah, so.
Does Atlanta draft a quarterback? I think they do, right?
Ooh, I mean, they could.
I don't think so.
I can't believe this guy's still on the board.
What are they going to do it for then, Pierre?
What are they gonna do?
Yeah, if they're not taking a quarterback, what are they doing? Because I don't know where they're going. I don't know where they're going then.
They're trading
Defense?
down.
Defense at 4?
No,
They
The
should
only
have.
person worse for is
They don't need
maybe
another
Micah
receiver. They
Parsons.
they got their quarterback. I mean, they're not going to take a running back that early. They need to go on defense.
Yeah, they need to go on defense.
They're going to have to trade down then because they can't give up.
Yeah.
You got to get way more value.
The only
They
person
should
good enough
do.
to take a 4 on defense is Micah Parsons, but I still feel like that's a reach.
But yeah, that's still high. You're right. I agree with you on that.
Right,
Totally
that's the kind of
100.
player they need, but that's too high a number.
Yeah.
There's
I think you can get him like 8.
You got him in the
Trade down
10th,
with
but yeah,
trade
you
down
get
with
around 10.
Carolina. Carolina wants one of those top 4 quarterbacks.
Yeah,
That's why
I
they're
think
going to trade.
Washington does too.
Yeah, I think Washington does too. And I think that
right.
we said this Carolina's going to trade with Dolphins, I think, because the Dolphins definitely want to trade down. You know that, Pierre.
That's it, exactly. Carolina, Washington want to move up, and then Miami, Atlanta move down, and that's it. You got top 4 picks.
I love that.
I'll tell you now, though, why do I keep hearing for your squad, Pierre, Jamar Chase to the Dolphins?
No.
Everywhere I look,
Put him there,
everywhere I look, man. Every mock draft, he's going to the Dolphins.
Please,
But
no.
they
I love Jamar.
They
Please
take
no.
a receiver later on. They don't get Jamar. They'll take Waddle or Smith. If Smith falls, he might fall because of the size thing. You never know. So
Yeah.
they'll take a receiver, but I don't think they'll get Chase. Be a team like Philly or somebody.
Jamar deserves better than Tua. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
We'll start on Tua.
Oh man, that's heresy up in here, bro.
You'll see. Now y'all see.
I
Hey,
had to
Fitz
say
Fitz
it.
just came
Now,
out.
Pierre,
and
you're on
was saying-
Pierre's bad list now.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm also I'm an LSU fan. That's why I love Jamar. I want to see him do some Justin Jefferson type thing because I think he was better than Justin when they were at LSU.
Hey, look, nobody was excited about Justin Jefferson going to Kirk Cousins, and look what happened. So
Yeah.
Fair enough. But I think Kirk's better than Tua right now.
Yes, Kirk's better than Tua right now. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
Kirk is very underrated and overhated.
Yeah,
I think he's properly rated.
Yeah, I was about to say more overhated than underrated.
I think he's one of those guys that every now and then he shows you he does stuff, and you're like, hey, that's really good. But then the other
I
time
agree
you're
with
like,
that.
"That's not good."
Vagoon. Vagoon just said that he deserves Justin Herbert. I agree.
Whoa, they already got some receivers.
Jamar Chase, Keenan Allen. Oh my God.
Whew.
Justin Herbert would be a top 8 quarterback, maybe top 5.
He'd have a Josh Allen type year.
Yeah, he would for sure. Like, dude.
And Jamar does deserve Justin Herbert.
Am I right? Hey, did Sammy Watkins going to go to the Ravens? What's going on?
Maybe I think it's between Ravens and Indy.
Yeah, he had a visit
Damn, if he goes to Indy, he's going to jack up his stock.
and get hurt.
True.
I mean,
Better opportunity.
He might as well go to the Ravens. It's like the perfect spot for him. He doesn't.
I thought Juju should have.
Yeah, that was a perfect spot for Juju too. You don't have to do anything there as a receiver.
Yeah, just run crossing routes like you did in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, just run the crossing routes, dance on the logos, and you're good. Let Lamar Jackson in the running
win.
game do everything.
Block, do a bunch of blocking.
Such a good organization too, man.
Yeah, definitely.
He wasn't getting it. The thing is, they were, the talk was he wasn't going to get the money that he wanted. So he had to go back to Pittsburgh as like where he said, "Oh, I always wanted to be here." Well, you didn't get your money. So
What's crazy is he got offered more money by other teams and he still went back.
yeah.
He got offered more money by the Chiefs. It's like you get to go
Yeah, I
play
was
with
about to
Patrick
say.
Mahomes. You get to go to the Super
I was
Bowl.
about to say, I can understand not going to the Ravens, but not going to the Chiefs, that just sounds silly to me.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you get to go to the Super Bowl. What the hell?
Yeah,
That
This doesn't make any sense.
I like that Emmanuel Sanders pick for sure.
My man
Yeah,
Valgoon just
he's
said
definitely gonna
Ryan
be slept on.
Fitzpatrick going to be. Valgoon said Ryan Fitzpatrick going to be comeback player of the year. All right, I'm down
No
with
way.
that.
There's no way. It's gonna be Dak for sure.
It's
The
gonna be
story.
Dak,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
unless
gonna
he
be
gets hurt
Dak.
again.
As long as
Christian
Dak plays like
McCaffrey.
13 or more games, just because he's
Saquon.
yeah.
It could be a lot of people.
But I
They're
think
not gonna give it to someone that was healthy last year.
Like I would never really draft Fitzpatrick there, but come on.
No.
I got the Fitzpatrick Curtis Samuel stack. Let's go. I'm gonna ride it.
I got no Washington members. I'm sad.
Well, I'm going to do this just for you, Chris, because I need a
Whoa.
sort of a semi stack here. And
Aaron Hernandez? What
Yeah.
the heck?
Why is he even
How
still
is
in
Aaron
here?
Hernandez? How does Sleeper?
Wait.
Wait, what?
How do
No,
you
no,
still
no.
have
He did
Aaron
that on. He did that on
Hernandez?
purpose.
That ain't right.
Come
Clapping
on,
cheeks.
Sleeper. You gotta
Wait.
fix that. How do you have Aaron Hernandez still in your queue?
They're not
Oh
seeing
my
Jason
gosh.
pop up here.
Clapping cheeks, doing that on purpose, man.
Of course,
think
but
they ever
come on.
update
How has Sleeper not removed Aaron Hernandez?
Yo,
Somebody's got to contact Sleeper and be like, there you go. And be like, you have to fix that, Sleeper. We can't have Aaron Hernandez. That's wrong.
Man, I kind of like my team. I can't lie.
let me see your team, brother.
Let's
I got
see
a
Aaron.
bunch of receivers, though. I got so many receivers.
You up on JK?
I was up on him in the second round with the people I wanted off the board.
Okay. I just don't know the split. I don't know what the split's. I think Gus is
I
still
think
going to rock in there.
I think it'll be like 70-30 though.
Oh,
And
that's
then
not bad.
Lamar.
Then. That's not bad. Then receivers are
And
dope,
then
man.
Lamar,
They're
of
good.
course.
Your receivers are.
I'm just
good shit.
hoping. I'm hoping Lamar doesn't go for like 2,000 yards. That's the only thing stopping him.
Agreed. I just want Lamar to win a playoff game. I want him to get to the conference championship, man. I love the kid, and they're just killing him. They're killing him.
I don't know.
Get
I have a love-hate relationship with Lamar.
Just get him one incredible receiver, please. Somebody.
I think Marquise Brown is really, really good. I think people I think he could definitely be a number one.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's Terry McLaurin-esque.
Oh,
Like he's got that kind of
those are
talent.
fighting words.
I
He's
love
got
it.
that kind of talent.
I love the take, man, because he's got the speed. He's got
Oh,
The thing,
of
the
course.
thing is, if
athleticism.
you're gonna say like, hey, it's the quarterback for Marquise Brown, then he doesn't have Terry McLaurin because Terry McLaurin's played with every bad quarterback in the NFL and he's been a beast. He was a
True.
beast. He was a beast with Tyler Heineke, Kyle Allen, Alex Smith on one leg.
I love
Dwayne
him.
Haskins. It doesn't matter. He was a beast.
But the Ravens run so much. He gets like 5 targets a game.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Could someone explain to me in the last 2 weeks or so, why am I seeing Julio Jones back up in the third round instead of where he was in the fifth and sixth round 2 weeks before that? Did I miss something? No, did I
but
miss
I think
something?
it's people. I think it's people like going like, even last year when he was actually on the field and finished the game, not when he came up, not when he played like a quarter and then limped off, he was still really good.
Okay. I had him on my team, I know. Then I had to suffer the entire year trying to replace.
Yeah. And the real frustrating thing about having him was those weeks when he would start and then it'd be like he'd catch a pass, then he'd come limping off the field and wouldn't go back in the game. And you're like, great.
I just
Those
feel
are
with the other third round and even into the fourth round receivers, I'll take McLaurin over him. I'll take Evans over him. I'll take Allen Robinson over him. I'll take Woods over him. I'll take CeeDee Lamb over him. I'll take Godwin over him.
Well, I'll take to me McLaurin after Keenan Allen. McLaurin's next for sure.
Agreed. That's for sure.
But that was also an auto pick. So
That's true. I didn't see that. Yeah.
that was an auto pick.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd take Lamb or Woods.
You wouldn't take it over him?
Over Julio? No. McLaurin, yes. Maybe Evans. I don't know. Evans was pretty frustrating last year too. You know, he didn't
Yeah, he
miss
was
as
super
much time, but he
inconsistent.
was always banged up. He'd have a monster game, then he'd do nothing. So, but you know how recency bias works with Julio. It's like everyone's off of him because, you know, he end of the season did nothing, and then we'll forget and they'll remember, oh yeah, he's actually pretty good, and then he'll start to bump up for no reason. So he'll probably sit around the third round.
Well,
by the time
especially if in preseason and training camp he's looking healthy, his ADP will go back up for sure.
Yep.
Which will probably be good because it'll probably drop Calvin Ridley's ADP a little bit, even though it shouldn't.
I just think Ridley's going to outperform him this year. That's
Oh yeah, no, I totally
Yeah,
agree.
absolutely, yeah.
This
Totally
is
agree.
the passing of the torch year right here.
This is it.
Yeah.
You're right, brother. You are right.
Yeah,
And
no,
I'm
totally,
on that.
totally
And I
agree.
am on that in the second round anywhere.
Yeah, he's your guy. Ridley's your
Yeah.
guy. You drafted Ridley a lot this year so far. So, but
Yeah,
nothing
and I
wrong with
saw-
that.
Him and Justin.
Forget it, bro. All right. Looking at the squads, I'm going to go from the backside first. I love looking at Nick's team. Let me see. Nick.
I think from
I
the
like
12, that's pretty good.
Nick, I like Kareem
Yeah.
Hunt there, man. Like that's really good value, man.
Yeah, I was surprised he was still there.
Nah, Nick, you did well, man. I love it. Bateman's going to be something.
Washington,
I'm
please.
deep
Washington,
on David.
please.
Yeah,
Look,
looking
I
back, I screwed up that Murray pick. I really should have taken
Yeah.
Fant there instead, but
No, Irv Smith's going to
that's
be
a
okay.
monster for.
Yeah, but Irv Smith's going to be okay.
As long as Drew Lock is a quarterback in Denver, Noah Fant he has a ceiling for sure.
Yeah. I
Are
agree.
they going to do something at quarterback there?
I don't like what?
No idea.
Trade up?
John Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
And wait
He's
till
only,
it goes
he's
up
only going to
there.
cost you like 2 seconds now. Just get him out of here. Get him out of
I mean,
here.
it's the
Exactly.
Texans too. They'll trade him away for like a Chick-fil-A sandwich. So
Yeah, it's like
David Johnson.
David. I'm not drafting David Johnson anywhere. I'm sorry.
No, I'm
Brandon
not
Cooks,
drafting.
I'm telling you, he's gonna go off next year. Not
I think
off,
so.
but
Even
he'll
though
be
we
better.
don't know, I like Brandon Cooks, but man,
He's their number one. I mean, he's got to be solid at least.
I mean, I guess if it's not Deshaun Watson, it's going to be Tyrod Taylor, and Tyrod Taylor, you know,
Oh, never mind. He'll be terrible then. I hate Tyrod as a fantasy quarterback.
I honestly, McCarron would be better than Tyrod. I like Tyrod.
Yes.
He's a gamer, but he can't throw the ball. Can't throw the
Yeah.
ball.
but that's who they
I had
have, right?
Keenan
Tyrod
Allen.
Taylor, and who's the other guy they brought in?
AJ McCarron. Oh no, they already had AJ McCarron.
Yeah, like they're if it's not Deshaun Watson, I'm not drafting any Texan.
And if it's not Deshaun Watson, they might win 3 games.
Maybe,
3? They
Maybe.
might win a game.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe 3. Who
They
else is
won
in that
4 with
division?
Deshaun.
You got the Colts. Who else is in that division? Colts.
The Titans and the Jags.
Jags.
Yeah, they might not win 3 games because that might be 5 or 6 losses, right? They maybe they could eke out 1 win against the Jags.
They won 4 games with Deshaun. They're definitely gonna win like 1 game.
Yeah,
Yeah. Agreed. They're gonna. I mean, they might as well
Which-
just tank from the beginning, but
Yeah. They're gonna be like the Dolphins. Of
I mean they should
tank for
just like
Tua.
they should just trade Brandon Cooks. That's his NFL legacy is just to get traded every other year, right? Just get traded.
But what's crazy is he's actually good for every team he's played for.
I know. I don't understand why teams.
I don't get it
He
either.
goes out there and catches like 1,200 yards, and the team's like, "Nah, get rid of him. We don't want him. Get him out."
And it's not even like he's making crazy money.
Yeah. All right.
I like what you did, Chris.
Well, thank
A
you.
lot. Actually, a lot, because I think after the 6th round, it gets dicey from that 7 spot really, really quick. And getting Samuel there was really good. And Mike Davis is, he's going to be something. He just needs to, get that safe floor, like you said. Rondell could be something. And so you like that 4 or 5 good games from Fitzpatrick. You could stream your quarterbacks. That's what you like to do, right?
Yeah, if I don't get one of the top quarterbacks, I
You
wouldn't
like
draft.
streaming.
I don't know what quarterbacks are still on the board, but I wouldn't have taken Fitzpatrick.
You could have taken Stafford, I think.
Yeah,
Stafford,
okay.
you know,
So,
Stafford.
so Stafford was there. I would take Stafford.
And that's still, I think Stafford has a chance to get back up into the top 12, 13 quarterbacks, doesn't he?
Oh, for sure. For sure. I've
Tannehill
taken
was
him
there.
as my QB1 a lot in best ball because I can get him in like the 10th, 11th rounds as my QB1, and I feel totally fine about that. Because these quarterbacks are going so early this year. It's crazy. I've never seen it.
Well,
Yeah.
I exclusively play, except for maybe like 1 or 2, but all 6-point touchdowns for quarterbacks. I don't like playing in 4-point
Oh,
leagues
wow.
anymore. Do you guys like playing in 4-point quarterback leagues? I just don't like it as much.
I've only played in 4-point league.
Yeah, same. I
Have
don't
you
really
ever
know what it's
tried?
like
Have you
with
got? You ever
6.
tried a 6-pointer yet?
That seems like people would be putting up like 50 every week.
It just
No.
makes the draft better for value, in terms of quarterbacks.
It definitely.
But then I feel like
value,
every quarterback is the same.
Well, it lowers the value of guys like Kyler
Like
Murray.
Kyler, yeah, Josh Allen, Lamar.
Yeah.
Because then if a
Lamar,
passing touchdown,
the guys who don't throw for a ton of touchdowns, it definitely
Yeah.
lowers their value a little bit. It makes the running quarterbacks not as much of an edge.
yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's why you can get a Tannehill, who I had in my league, get me
He's
to the
so
championship.
underrated.
Get me to the championship.
Yeah,
with
he's a
him.
beast. He's
With him.
throwing like 2 to 3 touchdowns almost every week. It seemed like.
And
Is it-
rushing for one.
So I'm always trying to find out the guy who's going to drop the most off of ADP for both receiver and running back, and which guy's going to go up. What do you guys think? If you look in the first 4 rounds, maybe 5 rounds, which receiver do you think has the biggest bust potential based on, situation, based on quarterback, based on schedule, based on division, based on
Yeah.
incoming players? Who do you think has the biggest bust? Chris and Pierre.
For me, it's Galladay or Thielen.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you
think
think?
Galladay, obviously, you got Daniel Jones at quarterback now, but he might not even be a 4th-round pick in a lot of drafts. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are going to think that same way.
Okay. All right.
Thielen
What do you
will kind of
think?
be what he is, I think. I don't.
Yeah, I feel like last year Thielen became very like just a touchdown dependent guy, and
Yeah.
like that touchdowns you can go ice cold in that touchdown department for a long time, and if he's only catching 3 or 4 passes and not scoring touchdowns.
What do you think, Nick? And Money, what do you guys think?
I'd say Amari and Thielen are the 2 biggest bust
Yeah,
potential.
that's what I was going to say. I think Amari, the passing of the torch there is going to be done this year. And
Don't
Yeah,
you?
absolutely.
But I
He's-
think even if Amari does take I do like Lamb a little better than Amari this year. I still think Amari will be a solid like top.
I think he'll be
Hang on,
1100
Amari. He's only
yards.
28. He's not like
Yeah, I think Amari's still the number one.
Yeah.
I could see Kenny Galladay like I could see people looking back on like why did we draft Kenny Galladay?
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
think Michael Thomas could bust. No more Drew
Again?
Brees.
wow. Yeah, that's possible. So it's always these 4 guys that people are I've seen ADP all over the place, right? From end of the first to the top of the 3rd. It's DK, AJ, Calvin, and Justin Jefferson. Those
I think
4.
all 4 of those are
I
super
said,
safe.
and I said rank them to my friends, and I had the top 4 rank was different for every one of my friends. So I don't know who's the best out of those 4 to draft. I have no idea.
I don't think it really like to me. It's like, I mean, obviously Adams is the clear one, Hill's the 2.
Yeah,
I like Diggs.
Diggs.
I like Diggs at the 3. Hopkins, Metcalf to me is close, and then you got like AJ Brown, Calvin Ridley, Justin Jefferson, Michael Thomas, Keenan Allen, and Terry McLaurin. And to me, they're all fine. Like they're all great.
Okay.
Stephon Diggs is wide receiver 1 next year. You heard it here first.
Okay.
I mean, it could be.
I like it. I like it. I like hearing that kind of
it's
stuff.
not out of the question. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think he'll have like 14 touchdowns next year. I mean, the only thing stopping him now is Emmanuel Sanders, honestly, because he's still really good.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna matter. We saw
Isn't
like
gonna
he was-
challenge Diggs.
and stuff. John
Yeah, he
Brown
was
last year.
wishy-washy. He was wishy-washy with the Saints.
Like
But
I think
here's
any
my-
of those guys really. I mean, I don't know if Ridley quite has the ceiling to be the overall number one,
Nah.
but I think like Adams, Hill, Hopkins, Diggs, Metcalf, Brown, Jefferson.
Plus, the
Any of those
Bills are
guys,
in
I think, have the
a
ceiling to be
bunch
the
of
one.
shootouts. They have to score a bunch of points.
Yeah, I think any of those guys have the ceiling to be the one. Honestly,
Here's a hot
My
take.
thing is, I wonder is Brown, if he's going to get a little bit overdrafted. Everyone's all over AJ Brown now because Corey Davis and Johnny Smith are gone, and they'll probably draft somebody. But even so, it's like all of a sudden we're going to see him the ceiling, like he could be a top 3 receiver.
Everything, every single,
He
and
can.
he has been
100%.
phased. And I see him twice a year, so I know that he can be phased out of games, and defensive coordinators are catching up, and they're going to let Kelsey developing inside routes and getting cover 2 deep, and he's going to see it. I think he's going to maybe lower end towards the end of a 9, 10, 11, 12 wide receiver 1 in that area. I see that he's an unbelievable talent, but I could see him pulling disappearing acts in games.
Yeah, I mean, there's not too many receivers who go off every single game, but the thing is, that's not always the worst. Having someone who, consistently, you want 90 yards every game, or you want the guy who'll go off for 150 one game, and even if he goes down the next game, because you win that week, you know what I mean?
Win your week, yeah, of course.
But as long as he's tied to Mahomes and got Andy Reid offense, like he's top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a top 10 lock until he retires.
Wow.
As
it's
long
gonna
as
be hard. It's gonna be hard. Like I'm the biggest Tyreek Hill hater. I actually do hate him, but
I don't like him, man.
He's attached, but I do think if he was attached to if he was attached to Lamar Jackson, he would not even be anything in the NFL. Honestly.
He wouldn't be draftable. He'd be a punt returner.
Yeah, because he's not like Devontae Adams or these guys who can go up against the top corners and get separation and catch 7-8 balls anyways. But he's got Patrick Mahomes, so.
Oh, and he's got Kelsey. Oh, and he's got Watkins, and he also got these other receivers, and he's got McCole Hardman will probably take a little bit of a step up this year. He had a pretty good, they might give him some run, and
yeah, I could see him falling outside the top 5.
Yeah,
I can see that.
But I don't think he's gonna fall outside the top 10.
Yeah, just no.
But if you're drafting him as his number 2 overall wide receiver at the end of the first, early second, and he finishes the wide receiver 8, you're probably not going to be happy. So,
is he? That's my question. In full PPR, I see where he was taken here, but I see in every other draft he's taken 9, 10, 11, or 12.
Yeah, that's about where he's going to go.
Does he deserve that? Is what I'm asking.
I mean, no. I don't see how you say no. Just because of what? Again, because he does have Patrick Mahomes.
He could be the wide receiver 1 next year, honestly.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that could finish as a wide receiver 1. So,
we'll see, man.
I think if we're talking Kelsey every time over Hill, I'd definitely take Kelsey.
I just don't see him. I mean, I could see him as like an 11 or 12, but I mean, 8, 9, 10 is at that point, there's still, the running back's still there. I just couldn't take Hill over any of them.
I wouldn't take him before 10.
Is that where D-Hop needs to go? Or because I've seen him from there and I've seen him all the way at the end of the second. Because I think Diggs is getting drafted ahead of him. Is that right or wrong?
I think they're pretty close. I think in most drafts Diggs is going ahead of him. I think it's most drafts it's Adams, Hill, Diggs.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, I think Hopkins is another one of the guys that could finish as the number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah,
he just really needed more touchdowns last year.
Yeah, and Devontae got him. I'm sure he got.
He got them all.
Well, yeah.
I'm thinking, AJ Green, even though he might be a little, at the end, and I still think he's going to clear up some space on the field for D-Hop. So,
well, second year in that offense, it's always a good thing. So,
Let's hope Kyler can improve, man.
Yeah, I was about to say, hopefully Kyler keeps getting better.
Yeah,
I hope so, man. I really do. Because I love the kid. He's a overachiever, man. He's 5'8".
yeah. See,
And
look, if
without
he can play quarterback at 5'8", then Rondell Moore could play wide receiver at 5'7".
effectively though,
I don't know. We're gonna find out. I mean, because the thing about Rondell Moore is he even had like a good call. It wasn't like he did nothing in college.
I mean, but people are talking about Devontae Smith. If you're 5'7", you can't be more than like 185.
Yeah.
What is
I don't know what he
Devonta?
weighed.
No, Devonta Smith's 6 foot 170, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like a string bean.
Yeah, you can't be 6 foot and 170 at receiver. You got to be 190, man. And then they're trying to make the comp to Marvin Harrison. The dudes, stop with that, please. You know.
What
Who
did
do you think
Rondell
his
Moore
comp
weigh,
would
did you
be?
say?
No, I'm just saying they're saying physically. I don't know if he's ever going to reach the heights of Marvin Harrison, bro.
No, I meant like, who do you think his comp would be?
Oh, should his comp be? Wow, that's a tough one. Good call, Money. I don't.
My only thought is Jerry Judy off the top of my head, because I think Jerry Judy's kind of small, but they're both the route runners. I think Jerry's way better of a route runner though, but he also
Judy's a
drops
great
lot of
route
balls.
runner.
Yeah.
So Rondell Moore, it says 181.
That's not true. That ain't true.
That's water weight.
That's water weight. You're right.
What was Darren? How much did Darren Sproles weigh?
He was stocky. He was built.
Wasn't he like 5'7"? He was 5'6".
He's like
190.
5'6". Yeah.
5'6", 5'6".
Yeah, that's
But
big.
I think even with when you're running 4.5s as a wide receiver, he wasn't hitting 4.4s, Devonta, and that's what the separation issue comes in. And look, you're on the best team in the country. Quarterbacks play well there, and you got the best coach in football. Guys perform.
Definitely.
I think Jalen Waddle is going to be better than him. That's all.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely don't think he's the best receiver in this class by any stretch. I've never thought that.
I love the game. He's a baller, man. I love the game that he's playing. But this is a different league, baby. The jump. We'll see when he gets.
He's just not
hit.
a great pro prospect at the moment.
He's going to be picked in the top 7, though. Jesus Lord.
You think so? I
Top
don't
7
think
or 8. Think he's going to slip
he'll
outside
go
the top
around
10?
10-ish. I could see him going like 12, 13.
Wow. That'd be.
But I could also see a team reaching and taking him. I could see the Dolphins taking him 3rd. I could see him going that high.
Hopefully not. I mean, look, I wouldn't mind getting Smith, but not number 3.
Just to reunite him with Tua.
That's why they should. That's why I should trade down and then let him reunite with Waddle, and that would be better.
With Waddle, that would be better. Look,
that would be better.
Smith might be better served. He goes to a team that's not looking for a number 1 guy, but can slide in number 2. Like
I don't think he's a number 1.
So I don't know who. I don't know.
He's definitely not a number 1.
They got him. They got
now.
him mocked. A lot of mocks I saw at number 7 to the Lions.
The Lions, yeah, that would make sense.
I know, not good for him, but it does make sense though.
Or the Eagles to kind of go opposite of Rager.
Yeah,
I wouldn't like that. I'd rather him go to the Lions than the Eagles.
The Eagles are very interesting this year, man.
Yeah, they could go in so many different directions in the draft. It's actually crazy.
So last thing I got to get off. What do you guys think where Pitts is going to go and the impact? Is he going to get drafted inside the top 10?
Yes, for sure.
What do you think, Chris and Pierre? Nick, what do you guys think?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't have a good feel for him.
I think a lot of people want him
Every time
to go
he comes up in my
10.
best ball drafts, I'm like, in fact, I was just looking at him in this last draft. I'm like, oh, do I take Kyle Pitts or do I take Irv Smith with my tight end 1?
I would have taken Pitts all day. That's just me.
I think a lot of teams want him. They want Pitts to go high because that's like the dream scenario. Look, I've seen Pitts mock probably to more other different teams, he's been linked probably to every single team so far. Everybody wants him to go, like a certain place. He fit in Atlanta. They just signed Hurst. He'd go to Cincinnati, which makes sense. Cincinnati could use him, but they need offensive line first.
Absolutely.
So if he goes early, I think it might be Cincinnati. I think it would be still a good place, even though they just got Jared Cook, is the Chargers. That's
My
That would be
goodness,
nice.
my goodness, if he
That's my
goes
hope.
there.
Yeah,
If he goes
that would
there.
be good.
That would be unreal. Herbert, him, and those cats, forget it. They can line him up anywhere then, anywhere,
Yeah.
that team. Eckler's back. Man, they would give the Chiefs a run. Because
The
their
thing is,
defense
like,
isn't bad.
I
Defense
know
is
he can
good.
play. I know he can play wide receiver. I get all that.
Yep.
And I know he's an athletic freak. But if he does go to a team that plays him as tight end, it's not very often a rookie comes in as a tight end and lights it up. Like, it seems like tight end is a tough adjustment in the NFL.
I agree. That's why
That's
I
the
think they're gonna
only
use
thing
him.
where that's why when I'm sometimes looking at him or like Noah Fant, well, obviously I love Noah Fant or Irv Smith, and I'm like, sometimes I take Pitt, sometimes I take Irv Smith, sometimes, it's like, that's the only where I have. But if he comes in a team makes him a wide receiver, that might be good for him.
If they line him
I
up
think he could be
everywhere.
I could think he could finish as a top 10 tight end if someone uses him right. Tight ends is just so dead of a position after
It
the
is
top
dead.
3 or 4.
Well, that is true.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
All right, we'll see you guys on Thursday. We'll do it
Thursday.
again.
Yeah, man, it was
See ya.
really good. It's a good draft, man. They're getting better every week, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
Getting
fun.
better, and it's
I'll
only
see you
going to
guys later.
continue as we
Good
get
to meet
closer.
you.
So.
Hey, Money, good to meet you, brother.
Yeah, Money.
Yeah, you
hopefully
too,
you're
man.
on. Hopefully you're on Thursday with us.
Oh man, you'll see me there. I'll start cooking you fools again.
Hey, listen, man, you're right about that. Pierre, Chris, I'm getting my emails in my spam too. So I don't know what that is.
Yeah, check your spam, guys. Check your spam and junk, and make sure it's not going there.
Why does it go there automatically? Is there a reason?
I don't know, because it's from Fantasy Football Endgame, and your email provider doesn't know who the hell that is.
I think
So
that goes out
wild,
to a lot of
man.
people.
but if you just go in and tell your email like, "Hey, this isn't spam," it'll start going to your inbox every time. So,
All right, brother.
All right, we'll see you guys on Thursday.
See you Thursday.
Take
man.
care.
See ya.
Later.